if you want to have these, keep watching.
A tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning. You wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never.
Hello guys, thank you so much for clicking this video. So today I'm going to show you how you can make a hip pad. If you find this video helpful, remember to give it a thumbs up, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Actually, one of my subscribers requested me to make a hip pad video like a while ago, but I've just been postponing it. So today I'm going to show you how you can make it. And also this video is inspired by the African fabric dresses that I see on Instagram, because they just like look so perfect on the dummy and even on like someone's body. So today I'm going to show you why they look so perfect and why they make someone look so curvaceous. Yeah, so what you're going to need are just like something like this, a foam sheet. Like, they cannot sell to me like the size that I want, just a small piece, so I had to buy like this.
I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread.
There were different colors: black, blue, pink, gray, but this one was cheaper. I don't know why it was cheaper, but the black one was so expensive. Maybe black is expensive, that is why it was expensive, I don't know. So this one was cheaper. It was 300 shillings, 300 Kenyan shillings, that is $3 only.
They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like.
Wear something that has this line right here, so that it guides you on how you're going to measure your pad. You're first of all going to measure from the waist here to where you want the pad to end. That is under your bar. So you're going to take your tape measure, and I'm going to start from there to like there. So that is 12. For my hips I'm going to measure 12. And then now this line is going to guide you on how you're going to measure this part. So you're going to measure to where you want your pad to reach. So you're going to put it there, and I want it to be somewhere there. Yeah, that is for the front part. And then for the back I want it to be to reach somewhere like there. That is 6. So this is, here is 5, 12, and then 6. So it's going to be something like this. Okay, and then just be careful not to like measure from here to like somewhere there, from here to here. You know, just want some few inches from this line. This is just 1 inch, so if you want it bigger, that is okay, but like for me I want it to be this small. And then especially if you have like, if your thighs are small, you really want something that is not that big, you know. You don't want it to be so exaggerated, and I feel it will just fit with my thighs. I don't want it to look so fake. I need 12 inches, but I'm going to cut 14 inches just in case. So I'm going to cut here, right here. I have to cut like 6 plus 5, that is 11, but I'm going to cut 12 or 13 first. It's supposed to be 5, then 6, that makes it 11. So I'm going to cut from here to here, here, and then the front part here is supposed to be 5, and then this other part is the back. So let me just write here front, and then this one is supposed to be back. And then now from here, from the waistline to the hips to under the back is supposed to be 12 here, So you're going to cut something like this.
Still feeling like someone's with me. It's strange, I know, but I feel like you're here with me, like chasing ghosts. I know you're out there.
So this is the part, and always remember to mark the front and the back so that you don't end up confusing them. So you'll take the first this part that you cut earlier, put it on the foam, and then just draw a pattern so that you get the same size and shape for the second part. Then there are different shapes of these parts. So I always prefer I prefer this one because this one was easier to measure and cut. Now cut the edges and just make sure it is so flat because you don't want it to be seen in the outfit. Cut the angle and just make sure the pad is really shaped so well. You can use the cutter, you can use a razor blade, you can use the scissors to do the shaping, but just make sure it is so flat. So do the same on both pads. So guys, like this is what tailors do. They have pads like this and then they stitch them in the skirt, like on the lining. I didn't have the right dress to show you, but I had this skirt that had a lining, so I'll show you using this skirt. So they always take the pads and then they stitch them on the lining, or they use glue and attach them on the lining. And then they always sew them or glue them in between the fabric and the lining, like that, so that when you take the scarf or the dress off, like no one can notice that the skirt was really padded, no one can see the pads. So I wanted to glue these pads in this skirt, but this skirt was really, the material is not that stretchy, so if I stitch them on this skirt or if I glue them on this skirt, the skirt will be too tight. That's why the tailors would measure them first before they glue them or before they stitch them on the outfit. And not all these dresses or skirts are padded. Some models just have that, they're naturally curvy, so like not all these outfits are padded. And then most of the time they will pad them on this type of material, like the material that don't really stretch too much, so that they don't show. Like a material that stretches too much might show the pads, but this type of material, the pads really won't show that much, and will just give you that hourglass shape figure. So these two skirts are fitting, so I can't attach these pads on them, so I'll just put them in these shorts and try them on so that you can see how it would really look in an outfit.
Time is unfair, 'cause I know.
Let me try it in different outfits and just see if we'll see any changes or if it will look so exaggerated. So guys, just comment below your opinion if you will try this, if you've done this. My body looks so exaggerated, but yeah, this is how it looks in the dress. So here it is.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises.
Let's just assume that this was a dress. As you can see how perfect I look, like no one can even tell because it has actually balanced with my shape and doesn't look that exaggerated. This is the before, which is just okay. But now I want to look like an Instagram hourglass shape model. Actually, this is what most of the tailors do. They pad most of these gowns, even wedding gowns, like they are padded, most of them. Yeah, so guys, just look at your girl. I really love what I'm seeing. And remember guys, this is not something you're supposed to do like on daily basis. This is something you do once in a while, you know, when you just want to slay. Just do it once in a while, or just have these 1 or 2 dresses that are padded so that you can wear them on occasions, on, you know, just once in a while. And by the way, when you check these padded outfits online, like most of them are expensive, like $50, 60, 70, like they're just so expensive.
They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like
I will tell you from this video, like, don't put so much pressure on yourself just because of what you see on social media, or just because you want to look like someone else. Maybe they're just wearing shapewears, and yeah, so don't put so much pressure on yourself and go and do injection and surgeries. Just appreciate yourself and feel good about yourself. So that was it for today, guys. If you learned something from this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys. See you on the next video. Bye.
redemption.
I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the Tahoe closest starts to end up on the brink.
Hello guys, thank you so much for clicking and welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to share with you another hack on how you can reduce your sagging arms by just wrapping a leather fabric around your arms. There's a video shared with you yesterday on how you can reduce tummy inches by just wrapping leather fabric and making your tummy sweat, and by doing that you lose tummy inches. So in today's video I'm going to show you how you can also lose the sagging arms. I've seen so many videos on how people lose or tighten the sagging arms using wrap, but today I'm not going to use body wrap. We're just going to use this leather. All you need for this hack is just a leather fabric, and if you've watched my previous videos, I've introduced this to you. Yesterday I cut these pieces from that leather, and this one is for my tummy. This was just an extra piece, but then I'm going to wrap this around my arms, or this. I'm going to wrap the leather on one of my hands, and then this wrap on this other hand. I just want to compare the two and see which one will make me sweat more. Before wrapping my arms, I'm going to apply this Vicks on my arms. You don't have to use Vicks if you don't have it. You can use lotion, any type of lotion, as long as it makes you sweat. But then Vicks has other benefits, like it tightens the skin and reduces stretch marks. You can get this Vicks from your supermarket, or you can get it from a pharmacy. Yeah. It's getting into my eyes. And to be honest with you guys, for me, seeing a lady with big arms, it was never an issue. It's still not an issue. But then I realized with most of my clients, they feel insecure about their arms, because most of them, if they have big arms, they can't wear short sleeve outfits. Like, they just want to long sleeve outfit. And for me, I was just like, you have big thighs, you have big butt. So like, having big arms, it was normal. But then I realized, like, just most of them, they don't feel comfortable with their arms. And also, this is one of the reasons I decided to share with you this hack on how you can just wrap the fabric leather around your arms and lose arm inches. I'm going to wear a long sleeved top, because just to hold this in place. You can clip the ends using safety pins, or just create holes and hold them with the thread. Or you can just wear a long sleeve top. So I'm going to work out for like 20 minutes, and then I will be back. And then when it comes to workout, guys, if you know me, you know I don't love working out. So I really tried, especially on my arms, because this was just like so painful. But then since I realized I have sagging fat, I'll try and work out on my arms as well. But then I wouldn't want to over work out and then I build muscles. I just want my arms to be thin and toned but without building muscles.
Empty hearts and neon lights, the playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here.
Actually wasn't expecting to sweat this little, as in compared to the amount of sweat that was produced after I wrapped the leather around my tummy. I also expected my arms to sweat, but this was just too little. And also maybe because I worked out for just a few minutes. I actually worked out for less than 20 minutes, and then also maybe if I could have worked out like the entire body workout, I could have sweat more, but this wasn't just the amount of sweat I expected to be produced. Although there was sweat, the camera wasn't picking up the sweat, but there was some sweat there.
Singing, take me to a world of silver, no more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me.
With this other arm, I sweat more compared to the leather, and it was just too much sweat, but then the camera wasn't picking the sweat. But with this arm, I sweat more. So I conclude by saying they just work the same because I produced almost the same amount of sweat with the both of them. But then yesterday when I wrapped this leather fabric around my tummy, I felt like I sweat more compared to when I had wrapped the paper wrap. So for the tummy, I just prefer if you use the leather instead of using the paper wrap. So guys, if you have big arms and you're not comfortable with them, you can just wrap these 8 of them around your arms so that you sweat more and lose the arm inches. And also remember to work out so that you get that arm toned and just tighter.
To be alone, just to find somewhere that
So guys, if you found this video helpful, just remember to give it a thumbs up, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. That was it for today guys. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye.